They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. On Broadway. They say there's always magic in the air. On Broadway.
But I know my way around the city, and I know where to go and where not to go. And I'm working, and I know people here, and it's like a home away from home as opposed to being out on my own. It's much more, I just happen to have my own apartment, and it just happens to be very far away from my family. It's not, you know, the void. It's just New York.
Just New York? And just Broadway is where Anna Kendrick landed her very first professional role as Dinah in High Society. It was a role that turned the drama world on its head.
Hi, Anna Kendrick. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Do you guys know that Anna Kendrick is a Tony Award nominee?
That was my first professional job, and it got me a lot of attention when I was very young. And that was sort of overwhelming. But I'm sort of glad that it was so young, because I never really realized how important it was. And getting a Tony nomination was sort of fun and not the incredible thing that it really is.
Now 17, Anna is, well, almost a veteran of Broadway. But she says auditioning for a role is something you never get used to.
Auditioning is awful. Maybe for somebody it isn't. Somebody out there likes auditioning, but I don't think there's anything you can do to get around it. It's just petrifying. And, you know, opening yourself up to whoever's in the room and giving your all and then just waiting to be judged. I mean, it's certainly not like American Idol, Simon Cowell, you know, gonna tell you that you were awful. But thank you very much, next is just as bad, really.
When we visited with Anna, she was starring with Jeremy Irons and Claire Bloom in the New York City Opera Company's production of A Little Night Music.
The venue is amazing, and 5 of the people in the show are in rep with New York City Opera, so they're actually opera singers. They're not just pretending like me. And to work with them was amazing, intimidating, and incredible.
As glamorous as it sounds, working and living alone in the big city can be difficult at times, something Anna still struggles with.
It can be difficult just because you miss Maine, you miss small town as much as you say you hate it while you're there. But it is, there's so much. It's like there's so much of what I love. There's so much culture. I enjoy the responsibility, I enjoy the independence. When rehearsals were really difficult and we were rehearsing for 13 and a half hours, I think was our big, long day, there was definitely the moment of, you know, I want to go home, I miss my friends, I just want to sleep in my own bed. But I think that would be true of anybody moving away. You have moments of, I want to go home, but you're not going to find a perfect existence away from home, but this is still right for me, even though it's not perfect.
But perfect is exactly the word to describe Anna's magnificent talent. A talent she has been voicing since her first role on stage as Annie Warbucks at the Maine State Music Theater.
I consider myself to be a triple threat, and triple threat means you're a singer, dancer, actress, but I don't focus really in one area.
So walking down the city sidewalks with me, playing Lincoln Center at night, does this 17-year-old still have to pinch herself to be sure this isn't all a dream?
I'll just be like bringing home groceries and just think that like this is New York and I'm here and how is that possible? You never think about it when you're performing in front of, you know, just under 3,000 people, because it just never hits you at that time. But you know, when you're just on the subway, it's like, I'm actually here and doing this.